lakad matatag!
Normally.
From QWE. And yeah, okay, it is the Ursa. Calling these last picks, boys. I'm calling it. I'm on it today. That's a good start. It's a very good start. Low. Not really much harassment going on, which is kind of surprising. I would expect a lot of action here at the bot lane, which we might get soon. Obviously, level 3 on both here for QWE. Now 4 on the Primal Beast. So maybe they could use this and try and make a play. And yes, they do. They could try and go on towards the Bambi right now. A lot of damage raining on through, and there's no way the Enchantress can survive it. It just racked him too much. Trample. Racking up quickly. I mean, they could have potentially gone for another grab on towards the Ursa, but fortunately for him, these cooldowns are pretty long. Actually, I think about diving for it either way. There's going to be the uproar, going for the slow, pay hard, just trying to delay the Ursa's retreat as much as possible. Telekinesis dragging it back in, a few more right clicks. But there is a stat charge coming up in a second, but the Primal doesn't actually commit. Instead, while I was focused on that in the mid lane, Sanctity actually gets a free kill to the Pangolier. Gets his level 6 as well for that, so can always go for the TP back to base. And yeah, he's going to be able to keep him sustained for a long old time. Still, the Pangolier kind of needs. But again, Young Gold can't really be left on his own for now because it's kind of dangerous this stage. Down at the bot, C does die to the Primal Beast. Looks like Miracle might also be dropping here. Spirit Siphon's unfortunately not going to make much difference at the end of the day. Going to use them. But regardless, 4-2-3 is just going to persist. Eventually, the Death Prophet will die a long time. Space created, boys. Where's the chat line? Drop it. You just drag the Primal all the way away from the lane. Meanwhile, in the mid, another death there for the Pangolier. I didn't even try and make a move onto Sanctity. Does have a Remnant down, but it's going to drop a second one. Bounce off to the side. Rolling Thunder committed. They see the Sanctity does have any mana, though. The shield crash misses, telekinesis into it, but it doesn't actually happen. It said he jumps off to the side, don't really know what happened there, but still they can keep going forwards. Swashbuckle, finally they get the kill on towards the Ember Spirit. With the rotation from Ace, you will at least get the 2 kills in response. So, 2 for 1. Sure, they lose the Ember, but it's going to be a favourable trade. Obviously giving a bit more experience towards So the Infest there from the Lifestealer. Always a nice thing about this matchup. As soon as you get your ultimate, unfortunately, the Helm of the Dominate not doing too much there for 4-2-3. But instead, it looks like maybe they're going to try and go for a kill onto Miracle. He just captures up a Centaur. He's got the stun, does drop it right now. But nice little pullback from the Wild Ring. Still, Miracle will eventually drop down, but with Play Hard nearby, should be able to get a grab. Trying to deny himself onto neutral doesn't work. And Exilern also rotating in here, 4-2-3. Don't think he has much chance of surviving this one. C also coming in to maybe lend a helping hand, but could potentially just be an extra +1 grab. Exilern wanted to go for it with the help of the Rubik, and they will. They bring him down. 3 kills. All they lose is for a Death Prophet, but here comes the rotation from the Ember Spirit as well. Nice large power spike and damage output, and farming speed as well here for the mid laner. They are pinging out Sanctity. Charge forward comes through, but good Searing Chains to hold him back. It's very hard to actually try and go for this kill. Stolen Searing Chains, Telekinesis into the root, Rolling Thunder, just gets 1 connection, can they get a second? He's trying to juke off to the side, it's not going to work, and eventually he will go down. The Tomato Creep from the Bambi coming in, not making too much difference. Pulverize as well. Locking him in place, going to carry on charging through right now, but here comes the snowball through, trying to burst down the Primal Beast. He's alive now, the tower hits, doesn't actually end up following through, so he will manage to get away. Ace also being pressured, but he should be fine. And now, large creep wave in the mid with the Exorcism. This tier 1 is in real danger. Q to do so. Meanwhile, it is Chris trying to take control of the Dire jungle. Without any real vision for Myth Avenues, not too much they could do to try and hinder him at this stage. Looks like they will try to, though. 4-man smoke. Well, the Death Prophet was hit by the smoke, but he's actually all the way bottom. It looks like C will be there to tank the gang. Obviously, that is the real role of a position 5. Gold off Blink Tag. Okay, so they're going to hit these items at pretty much the same sort of time. And then that will definitely be the cue for Myth Avenue to make a play. You know, you've got the lead, you're getting these power spikes, there's no reason to sit on your hands and just wait for something else. Try and force some action across the map. Play hard in danger as well. We'll have to force staff away there, but Season Ops, that will get dewarded eventually. Telekinesis into the Searing Chains there, focus it down on towards the poor old Tusk. Rolling Thunder as well for good measure. Find the kill on towards the Tusky boy. And Sanctity Getting rolled up. Not really much to follow from the rest of the team, though. Obviously, just using it as a distraction to get the grab onto the god, though. Ward does get taken out. It looks like they're going to go for the immediate response. Sanctity locked in place, and he is just dead before the pulverize even ends. C also just going to get caught into the sides. Failure of a gank there from QWE to try and harass Young God and mitigate his farm. Just ends up making it even better. Gives away the kill. A bit more experience. And now just going to freely be able to take away this triple ancient stack. Unfortunately, he has literally no farming mechanic here. Sometimes with life stealers, you see him go for a maelstrom or something like that to literally give them a bit of a farming increase in their speed, but he's gone for a much more teamfight, pick-off orientated style build with the armlet into the Heaven's Halberd, but he hasn't really done much with it yet. I mean, has also a Basher coming out in 400 gold, and that has to be the time when Myth Avenue start playing aggressive right on, and just the occasional skirmish, but he's not really been joining his team, you know, going for the infest bombs with the Primal Beast or anything like that. Definitely playing a much more passive game. In which case, I really feel like maybe instead of the armlet, he could have just gone for a Maelstrom, and he would have been benefiting from this style of play a little bit more. As it stands, though, DP in the mid does get caught out. Charge towards the Sanctuary, also going to find the Rubik eventually, so 2 supports down. Primal Beast at least able to get the trade onto the Aegis there, take it out. Punching onto Sanctity as well. Young God can pop his Rage, just disarms the Ursa immediately, and Rage comes out. Puts him to turn around, but the Rolling Thunder coming out from Exilern as well. Going to try and cause as much havoc as possible, but it looks like Myth Avenue going to be forced to disengage. Infest up. The Snowball was invisible. No one going to get caught out here. So it is just the 2K, only a 2K goal lead as well for Myth Avenue. And yeah, the chart pretty much is just saying 50-50 chance. You know, Gamer's not too sure which way it can go. Don't know if this kill onto play hard will make much difference. Team just has to get free pokes. Actually, it looks like they want to try to take this fight. It's going to come out the pulverize immediately. Both supports there for QWE just get obliterated. Not really any chance to react at all. So maybe they want to try and hunt for Exilern. Sanctity charging forwards, but the Pangolier does disengage in time, not going to get caught out. Do you see smoke on smokes? They break there, jumping forwards on towards the Enchantress, dead immediately. Meanwhile, Sanctity jump into the back lines with the help of the Tusk. There is going to be the Rolling Thunder coming through. Sanctity with the BKB, nothing to stop him from just taking out the support. Tusk is going to die. Meanwhile, off to the sides, the Primal Beast did die there to Krish, but still the controller's coming through onto Sanctity. A few more right clicks all they need. Godlike Spree picked up there for Exilern. It looks like QWE are just in full disengage right now, even getting the pick off there on towards the Primal Beast's Ancient Creep. Or the Beastmaster, sorry. It's the double beast. So Primal actually going in for the Lincoln Sphere rather than wanting to complete up the sacrifice that he had queued up earlier. But it looks like they have found an entry here onto Young God. BKB's getting committed. He's trying to juke himself out here, but so many routes and connections. There's creeps. Can he infest into one of them? He can't. He actually stood his ground instead. Maybe if he jumped into one of those creeps, he could have had the opportunity to run away. Maybe thought he just didn't have enough time to do so. And as it stands, Lifestealer dead for 60 seconds, and now they scout out Roche. Immediately they are into the pit, but actually in comes the rest of Myth Avenue Gaming into the backlines. Raw lands into the face of the Primal Beast. Rolling Thunder coming through. Snowball to try and delay this out right now, but they're just both stuck in the same spot. The Stolen Raw also landing down. 2 people gone like that. At least they get the trade on towards the Rubik. Buyback as well from the Tusk. Krish just constantly running at Miracle right now, who does get controlled up from the Syria trains. Easily shredded with just a few right clicks. Ace also found the potential grab here on towards the Primal. He's able to get the onslaught away, but still Ember Spirit easily able to keep chase. The Impetus strikes enabling the kill. Just Exilern who's surviving for now. And he's trying to make her waste as much time jumping in. The actual disarms that come through are being pretty damn annoying with the roll up. The stuns are racking up. It's good damage and he killed them both! What the actual hell was that? Exilern, you god! He's doing his best right now. Standard ground versus Sanctity is good damage, and as a result, the heal comes in from the infested Young God, and they've actually managed to turn the situation around. He even finds the kill onto Sanctity. Oh my days! Where are more tips? Give it and yeah, definitely make all the difference. Meanwhile, jump forwards to try to focus onto the Pangolier. They know just how important Exilern is, but he's able to disengage. Instead, they get the bash on towards Krish. Miracle in danger, but still able to retreat. And Krish, though, controlled up. The Enrage is there. He's trying to run away, but it just doesn't even matter. Exilern always on the case. Pulverize coming through. The Ursa is just dead. 80 seconds, no buyback, and now QWE are just in real damn danger. Bambi's going to eventually fall down. They do get the kill. Meanwhile, off to the side, Sanctity trying to get this kill onto the Rubik, but play hard, man. He's just too damn elusive. And the enemy mid laner, or QWE, sorry, or a QWE to try and delay this. Actually just jump forwards there from the Primal Beast. They got the control, but here actually in comes the Tusk with the snowball. They get the counter kill on towards the Rubik instead, but still Ace is gonna die. Sanctity just has no means to retreat. The snowball dragged them out of position. And another 2 kills. No buybacks available. This is gonna be a full set of barracks going down, potentially 2 as well. Overpowered ability for sure. Sanctity, control over the Rolling Thunder. Exilern perfectly positioned it again. Sanctity down for 75 seconds, no buyback, and this could very well be beggars coming out soon. I mean, there's creep waves pushing into the mid, so the backdoor protection will be down. And God's going to sit himself up it, whacking into it. The Ursa coming back into the base. And you're going to have to try... This is just a support DP, so even if they try and jump on him, commit a lot, it's not too bad if he dies. Also, you got the Lincolns on both of these two, so they're super defensive right now. And he jump forwards from Exilern yet again. They found the free grab on towards the Enchantress. Raw landing on towards the damn Death Prophet, but even still, Miracle can't even die. Still alive. Krish now going to jump in. Does get the finishing touch there on towards the DP, but it doesn't even matter. Krish, he's just getting bashed. He's getting controlled. There's another fire on top of him as well. But the BKB runs out. His rage is still there. They're doing a lot of work onto Young God, but the damage output is just way too much. And Myth Avenue Gaming, they take game number 1 in this best of 3 versus a Morphling and Silencer combination. Maybe something like an Unlord might not be too bad. Big beefy boy. Yeah, they actually decided to go for the Tidehunter. Definitely feels like their team fight is pretty damn strong now in this game here for Myth Avenue. You've got the Overgrowth into the Ravage as well. It looks like you're already thinking about that. Maybe want to take the fight instead of like, oh crap, there's 5 heroes here. And that is Ace just dead. Exilern actually getting the final touch there, so first blood getting picked up for the mid laner. Oh, nice roll from Sanctity to get the water rune refill. And going to be able to grab the bottom one as well, so he is sitting pretty damn healthy himself. So I play hard now, just pressuring in towards C, forced him to TP away. Ooh, meanwhile, I missed that, but Young God, he actually just gets a solo. Seconds can actually make all the difference in a game like Dota 2. Either allowing to get the item off just that tiny bit sooner, avoiding like a stun cancel or something like that. But it looks like Miracle, he will be dying here. No chance to survive in this one. Wants to just maybe waste as much time as possible. But actually, because he's quite speedy, he's keeping out the Firefly damage, but still eventually gets ran down. Nice kill found there for 4-2-3. Still Glyph used to keep this pressure going. See if QWE can be able to defend or not. TP coming back in from the Tusk, but still it's a 3 versus 3. They get the stun immediately into the face of Sanctity, having to disengage right now. Roll forwards from Ace. There's a good amount of magic damage coming out here on towards the DK, so he is surviving. But still, Miracle actually gets the finish on towards the tower. The dot damage actually from Exilern finishes off Sanctity. Morphling is here. I think Exilern, yeah, he is dead. So at the very least, QWE do get that. But it is still, you know, it's queued up. But I imagine this is a Blink dagger? Yeah, okay, he's got Blink coming out. So the initiation from Myth Avenue is going to be pretty damn strong right now. Meanwhile, fight up top, Ravage gets committed. We'll get the kill on towards the True Protector, but still, down goes 4-2-3. Ace also in quite the pickle right now. Just dropped the Omni Slash for good measure, and Young God able to secure that kill. So 2 for 1. Big old trade there for Myth Avenue, and with the presence obviously of the Tide and the 2 supports. Actually, Exilern. Meanwhile, jump in. Got the grab on towards the Silencer, who was, I think he was trying to make another stack, but instead, giving more money here. But actually, in comes the Global Silence, makes the space for Sanctity. Everyone's grouped up here for Myth Avenue Gaming, rolling through from 4-2-3. They focus it down to Exilern, take a lot of damage. Even the involvement of the Morphling, they've taken down 2. This is a fantastic fight for them. And it looks like now Myth Avenue Gaming have to disengage. Unfortunately, Miracle not going to be so lucky as he will get caught. And so will actually Young God. I think he tried to go for the spin TP, but with the BKB Pierce and disable there of Ace, they catch him out. Ends up being a 4-0 there coming out from QWE. Big, big win. Young God just going to keep the farming game going. Trying to get what he can. Meanwhile, more aggressive plays coming from QWE. Found the opening here on towards Miracle. They are going to drop the ultimate. In comes the Meteor Hammer as well, which actually gets a connection onto the bat as well as the Tusk. Ace should be able to get himself away. Actually, one more dot tick there from the Meteor Hammer gets the kill. So it's a trade of supports right now. Make that 2 for 1 as C hangs around just a little bit too long. He does get picked off. But that was for this game, you know, versus the Earth Spirit, Silencer, Bat Rider, Morphling. Like, all of these guys pump out a decent amount of magic damage to some degree. Miracle in danger, does actually pop his ultimate to try and survive. A lot of tick damage on him though. Might still end up burning out. Even TP comes in for Young God. Omni Slash drops immediately on towards the Silencer. Unfortunately, the ult comes out too damn late, so he still gets picked off. Free kill there for Young God. It is just the position 5 kill though. Doesn't feel like buffing up the rest of his team. Max points into the Kraken Shell. Going in for the Blink Dagger next. Only 500 gold away. Obviously, you can't rely on the old Tumbler's Toy for too long. Eventually, the item, it just sort of loses its potency. Meanwhile, what isn't potent is Play Hard as he just gets torn to pieces. Lincoln Sphere at least avoiding the stun there from Learn, but it's just a free kill. Global pops down bottom. Young God is just dead again. 2 deaths in a row there for the Jug. Not quite finding the space he wants. Meanwhile, Flame and Lasso there in the mid lane, but gets cancelled out from Learn. Looks like still 4-3 wants to commit for Miracle, but definitely would be overstepping his mark. Has to disengage. Meanwhile, Tusk though, he's going to find the opportunity to finish the kill. Snowball's well to help disengage, going over to the Creep Waves. Nice little poke in and out. Few more members though from QWE in the area. Looks like the Silence has been grabbed. Going to be the Ravage set up as well. Connect onto the Warp in the back lines, but still with the Meteor Hammer. Looks like 4-3 in danger with the roll in from Sanctity. Making the space there for us back to disengage. Krish going to count focus on towards the Mirana. Will bring them down. The Invader's not kicking in time. Krish also going to try and take down. There's nobody in there! It's completely whiffed there from the Tidehunter. It ends up being a really good play there from QWE to disengage, and now without that ulti, it's going to be very, very difficult for Myth Avenue to try and defend this pit. Jump force though from the DK. The arrow's already been used. They're trying to get the burst on towards C. Out comes the Global Silence. Maybe they can turn this fight around as Krish going to be able to bring down the Mirana eventually. SE might lose his life momentarily as well, but he's already done his job. Flame and Lasso connecting onto Young God. Going to try and cliff him. He actually is stuck up there. He goes to the spin rather than being able to use the Omni Slash to disengage. He's now going to pop it to see if he can get down to low ground. Pushed off to the side. Buyback's being expended. Now the ultimate's coming out. So far, Ace has dropped, followed up by Learn 4-2-3, trying to flap his wings and get himself out of there, but he's right clicks from Krish. 11, he just has to run away. He can't stand his ground. He is dead. Meanwhile, Sanctity on Young God's case, forcing him to spin and run away. Miracle, unfortunately, not going to be so fortunate. He will get caught. Triple kill there for Krish, securing the Godlike. Very chaotic fight, but ends up coming out all QW. Going to be underneath 3 heroes. Break the Lincolns, jump in for the stun, but he's able to get off the strength ball, followed up by the Global Silence. It's looking pretty good already here for QWE as Miracle can't even get the ultimate off in time. He is just dead, and it looks like QWE going to try and force the fight. Krish jumping in. There is the Ravage. Gets the connection onto the Morphin. They will at least be able to get rid of the first life. Also controlling up 4-2-3. The Bat Rider in danger will eventually die. Krish though still alive. Omni Slash coming out. Sanctity is dead. All of a sudden QWE not looking so hot in this fight. They have to run away. Ace throwing up his body to try and allow his team to disengage. Snowball just off to the creeps. Forced off to low ground though. Unfortunately for him, he adds the Urn of Shadows on him, so his Blink Dagger couldn't come off cooldown. And it ends triangle, not a single soul from QWE nearby as they're all pretty much huddled by their tier 2. Realizing that this offensive play could be coming out. Oh, jump forwards though. They got the grab on towards the towards Sanctity though with the overgrowth. Can't fully disengage. Sanctity will still get caught. Actually does find the correct angle to get the roll out. Instead though, Ravage connects on towards the Bat and the Morphlin. The Omni Slash actually goes over to the creep, so not much high value there from the Juggernaut with the Flame and Lasso into the Global. Young God is just dead. Learn get focused up himself. He's trying to do as much damage as he can, but eventually he will fall down. Able to fly over the shards at the very least, but still will get brought low. Play Hard also dropping down to a failure. Moving pieces, taking out a couple of wards, moving forward, say, oh no, but actually roll for us to Sanctity. They get the grab on towards the Tree Protector. Maybe Sanctity though is committing this team into an awkward fight. He's hit from the Silence, Ravage comes out. So does the Global Silence, but it's too late. Sanctity not going to be able to survive this one, or is he? The Snowball save is there, but the heals coming in from the Bat Rider. He's still alive now, eventually will die. Ace also going to drop, but still just trades and supports for now. Learn pushing 4-2-3 away. Meanwhile, Krish is going to focus down on towards the Tidehunter with the control there from the Tusk, keeping him alive for now, but the Bat will eventually get brought low. just a trade of position 3s. They've already used their ultimates. It's not like they can really provide too much else for the fight. Even a buyback committed here from the Tidehunter. Arrow does actually land. There is the strength wolf at the very least, so maybe QWE can try and turn this around. Snowball coming in from Ace to just try and hold him back. It's, yeah, he will throw his life away for that one. He provides the safety for his mid laner. C, go for the TP out. Arrow, oh, it misses. As a result, Silencer will survive. So Mag actually do come out on top of this engagement. A buyback from both squads. Making a move us, guys. As a result, Krish hanging by this ward. I'm going to get the jump on towards the Morph. Global Silencer making the space. It looks like Krish will be able to disengage. Young God trying to do what he can right now. Aeon is there for keep him alive. And the Ravage connects onto 3. Meteor Hammer there, going to secure the grab onto Sanctity, or is it? The Surf Spirit's still alive. Eventually he will fall. First casualty of the entire fight. Stolen healing ward, but gets the takeaway immediately. Play hard, deleted there. One could give that to his strike. Young God focused down, but he has the Aegis. Going to be able to come back into this one. Overgrowth there, lands onto 2, but Krish turns himself into Goblin Knight with the spin. Able to disengage for it right now. But still this Warfare, no fear in the world. Miracle just gets Gatling gun down. There is going to be the Meteor Hammer lands, making a bit of space there for Exilurm. This DK form is out, and so is his life. He tries to TP, gets cancelled. Even the Tidehunters gets removed. And that is 4 people dead. Not a single buyback to be seen. None at all. Just shows how risky Myth Avenue been playing all of these fights. Just not really saving up for any of it. I mean, 2 of them are a result of cooldown, but 2 is just versus 5. Glyph going to try and delay this a little bit, but 4-2-3 just going to poke and prod. Make it very awkward for Young God to try and stand up. This pop just goes for the spin, but not even really able to jump on anybody. Arrow lands onto Ace, but it's not really the primary target. And yeah, the Ancient's just dead. Literally nothing they can do. GG is called, and that is QWE taking game number 2 and pushing this all the way. Not at all. And yeah, they do go for the Magnus there for Myth Avenue, like I was saying. It provides a good bit of team fight, works really well with the Marcy. And QWE decided to go for the Monkey King, which I do like. Should have a very good lane here versus the Magnus and Hoodwink. Obviously you could eat, but there is no illusions on the side of Mag, so it's not like they can get a huge amount of value out of that sort of buff here. Meanwhile, they'll play onto Ace. They drop down the tree to get the pushback onto Ace, but maybe they've overextended right now. Nice Boundless connects into 2 with the shard block. Young God in danger. He's obviously already taken the dispose. He just gets ran down. Miracle also in danger, but it looks like QWE, they'll accept that win. Might have to see some sort of rotation come in relatively early on to try and, you know, make a bit of space there for Exilurm to secure some more of a fight. I mean, so far he's doing fine. He's 8-0 compared to 8-3. Meanwhile, I completely missed that, but down at the bot lane, Play Hard actually ends up dropping here. That's been like a decent arrow connection, followed up by Krish that guaranteed the kill. Fantastic little turn of and this kill just keep him so damn low that Young God is just terrified of stepping up, trying to go for last hits. And yeah, he's still only 10-3 right now. I think that 11-3, but still not an ideal position to be in whatsoever. Is now obviously on his 3. Still not the best spot to be in. Meanwhile, at the Miracle in danger. Maybe stepping up a little bit too far there. Well, actually, still alive for now. The tag team from the Young God keep him alive for a little bit longer. Snowball gonna come forward. Spirit Siphon still in range, man. That seems global. It should be right. Ace will eventually fall down, but Young God is in real threat. The rebound actually jumping aggressive there for Young God as Exilurm make the rotation. Should be able to bring 4-2-3 down, and they do. Good kill there. Meanwhile, the bot lane, yep, Play Hard does die as well. At least this time 11 is going to be able to be fine. But yeah, very low up with Miracle make the rotation. Maybe they want to stand their ground versus the Monkey King. Krish maybe be off Morning Chew, gets in the second round of Jingu's up online, doing some decent damage. Maybe they could get the trade, but one more input to strike from Miracle puts the Monkey in the ground. But double rotations from QWE. There is going to be the Astral, also going to find 11 into the trees eventually. He's on the run. One more skewer, and he will actually manage to make it away. So they kill the enemy carry, they lose support, and they force 2 rotations out. That's actually pretty good for Myth Avenue Gaming, in all honesty. Of course, it costs a rotation themselves there from the top of the Marcy, but it could be larger. With this smoke play, let's see if they can find anyone. Quite a few members of both teams nearby. So if we see a fight, it could be a pretty big fight indeed. Astral Prism starting off there. Into the arrow, perfectly timed. Excellent, in danger. The Bushwhack trying to make space, but it's not enough. Easy kill found. Play hard trying to TP out. Is there a cancel? Of course there is. Punch as well as the Astral. Play hard with the Scurry. Goes for a very short duration sharpshooter just for the extra movement speed, but it's not going to make much difference as eventually they will still die. Unstoppable now for Sanctity. 6-0-1 hit for the OD. Having an absolute monster of a game. And actually, yeah, with this Blink Tag, aggressive. Jumps straight on top of Ward C's face. Or Miracle's face, sorry. Does have the ultimate now available, so he's right clicks from Sanctity to come in slow. Could just drop the hammer if he didn't really want to waste any time. That Astral's going to fire the kill. He runs away, doesn't even want the experience. Oh, actually, he's still in experience range. That seems really large for him. He is going to find Young God. That's a perfect target. Drops the hammer immediately. 11 in danger. One more right click onto the backlist. Will find the kill. Actually gets healed up from the mechanism, but with the Tumbler's Toy, he's able to survive. But regardless, already got the pick off on towards the enemy carry. Actually going to find Play Hard instead. Trying to juke around in the trees. Nace actually gets the kill. Oh, but actually jumps straight past it. Sanctity's like, I don't really want an Enchantress kill. I want this Marcy. Now he's going to sell out for it with the Wukong's command into the Boundless. Young God is just dead again. This is not at all great. Not great at all. And this is just like game number 2. Every single time Young God tried to go somewhere to find his farm online, he was just getting ran at relentlessly. And as a result, the net worth difference for old Young God might just be dying for the 5th time this game. Arrow perfectly timed again. See actually getting the final hit there with the Starstorm, I believe. Sanctity just wants his damn godlike spree. Everyone keeps taking the kills from him. He's very upset about it. And still, another grab onto the Enchantress. Arrow, maybe not required. They've actually committed the exorcism for this right now. Miracle's trying to waste as much time as possible. That's really the only hope. Will still eventually die. But yeah, they want to try and get some damage onto this tier 2 if they can with the Exo already popped. Hoop's coming in momentarily. We want Ace. Maybe found a grab right now. The Silence stopping the Hoodwink from popping his ultimate early. Instead gets tanked up from the Death Prophet. They've killed Magnus. Hoodwink's just going to be the icing on the cake originally. With a Scurry through the trees, trying the best to disengage. Nice pushback trying to make space, but it doesn't even matter. The snowball there from Ace finds the grab. Even XC Learn has been caught here from Krish. Gonna pop the BKB. Maybe can get the kill on towards Sanctity, whose Aegis is running out in 4 seconds time. I don't think he's going to be able to survive long enough to do it though. His BKB's about to end. Does dodge out the Boundless Strikes. Nicely timed there, but still, he just can't juke and jive fast enough. Get the OD. Then you've also got to be wary that the Tusk could just come in, blink in, snowball save everybody as well, which again just disjoints the entire engagement, which is really rough. But what's even rougher is 11 is just dead. Now 8k gold advantage. 85% win probability as well. The Marcy still just desperately trying to build in towards this BKB, man, but he's just so far away. So far away. So 1800 gold. Not going to have it online anytime soon. We're in the mid. Aggressive jump forwards there from Bayard, trying to make space for his carry, but or his mid laner, sorry, but it doesn't work. He still dies. Gonna still be a kill to Miracle as well. And the Monkey King chasing after into the jungle. So maybe they want to try and go for a smoke play, but Young God still is like, guys, I'm so close to my BKB. Please just wait, hold off until then. But it doesn't look like QWE can give them the chance to. Let's see the pushback in towards 4-2-3 with the sharpshooter. Not that much damage though. Chris jumping in immediately. Wukong's getting dropped on towards the Magnus' face with the skewer away. Might be able to run. Ace keeping pace, but will disengage. There is going to be the RP drop. Locks down onto the Monkey King. Jump force from Young God, but immediately the Yules just locking in place. Can't even do that much damage. Followed up by the Silence. Punched into Sky. There's another Astral Imprisonment used. Timed into the arrow perfectly. Young God just can't do a damn thing. Miracle probably going to fall as well, as Magnus has already seemed to be letting up. Roshan also up in 12 seconds. Well, they found a grab one towards the Miranda, but there is going to be the Astral save. Sharpshooter does actually get jobbed. Play hard, not able to time it perfectly. And instead, Arrow sets up into actually learn. The Ember Spirit still alive for now. Actually gets a chance to pop the BKB. Will try and disengage as fast as possible. Even getting good damage onto Ace. The Tusk is down. The first trade there for Ace. They haven't been punished, but still, I jinxed him. Zexy Learn gets caught. Magnus is in deep. Maybe wants to try and get a skewer to the back. Learns, but he silences control. Jump in from Young God. It's good damage. Hammer gets dropped as well. Magnus is gone. Young God still trying to do everything in their power to turn this fight around. It's just not enough. Will still die. Miracle also going to fall there, as I'm sure the Astral's going to be enough damage to finish him. 4 people dead. All Mag Gaming get for it is the kill onto a support Tusk, and it's just not enough. Towards the Basher, but you know, it's still like another 1,000 gold off. Meanwhile, QWE just continuously making aggressive plays. Have found Miracle. RP just on towards the Monkey though. With the Astral save, it's easily able to count the entire play. 11 is just gone. Young God is here, but caught by another Astral. BKB though is going to be popped immediately as well as the We're going to try and stand the ground, but Exilon is already dead. Young God does some decent damage now, but still just forced to run away. The support from the Enchantress is just not enough. Actually, a jump up to the high ground. Sanctity just drops the hammer. Or they might be able to get the kill. First step on the board there. That's a huge amount of money going towards Exilon, but he's not going to live long enough to spend it. That was a buyback from him. Dieback, really. And now this could just very well be the end of the game coming out here from QWE. No buybacks available for Biff Avenue to keep themselves in it. But it looks like the call was actually just to take a full set of barracks, finish off the top one. Actually, they popped Exo, so maybe they are going to pressure the tier 4s a little bit. And yeah, actually, GG is called. Biff Avenue, they tap out. And that is them removed from the tournament. They made a good showing in game number 1, but QWE coming back hard in games number 2.